Well, greetings and good morning, Business 10 students. This is Eric Doucette. I'll be your instructor here at Chaffey College for the fall term in your Introduction to Business class. I believe it's Business 10. And this is just a little welcome video to introduce myself as well as to show you how to navigate around in our course. So again, my name is Eric Doucette. I've been teaching at Chaffey, I think, since 2017. I taught intro to business, I taught management, I taught business communications. I took a little break because I was teaching at the CIS and the CIM. I took a little break when I got hired full time at Norco College, and that's where I'm at now, but I'm still teaching part time here at Chaffey. And excited to be your instructor in this fall term. This is a 14-week class, just so you know. It's a little shorter and it starts a little earlier. Just keep that in mind, but we're still able to cover a majority of the book. And the good news, this class is a free textbook class, so there is no cost and everything is built into Canvas, so you don't need to go to any other websites or any other um, areas in order to access the book. I mean, you have to access you can read the book in Canvas, you can also access it online and read it. You can also download it to your phone, which is really great, and I'll show you how to do all that in this video. But anyway, just wanted to start off by saying welcome and show you how to navigate around our class. So first thing you want to do is you want to log into Canvas or into our website. So I'm going to stop sharing here and I'm going to share here, and this should allow us to log into the Chaffey website. So I'm just going to go to chaffey.edu, type that into the URL, and that's going to bring me to the Chaffey homepage. And this is where you'll go if you've never logged into Canvas before. And then you basically just need to go to My Chaffey login. Now, I don't know the credentials because I teach at so many different schools. It automatically logs me in, but it'll step you through some steps. It'll either be your student number, your email address, and your student number as your password, or it'll be your email address and your birth date as your password if you've never logged in before. But once you log in, and there is some instructions on how to do that when you first open the page, it'll show you the criteria that you need to put in. It'll bring you to this page right here, which is My Chaffey. It may look a little different because I'm an instructor, but you basically can just select Canvas right here. There's also some self-service things. If you want to go in there, you can do some little surveys and things like that that help you in the course and to help you in how to navigate around within the college website. But we're mostly concerned with Canvas because that's where we host our course that's online. So I'm gonna have to log in. So you're gonna there's the credentials right there. I should have went back. Let me see if I can go back. It gives you the credentials. So let me try that again. Canvas. So your credentials are going to be your login is your first and last name plus your Chaffey ID, and then your that'll be your login. So first and last initial with your Chaffey ID and then your password. So I'm going to put mine's my email address, but I'm going to put that in, and then my password I assume is whatever I created, so it's not telling me here. Log in with your first name, last name, and email password. So whatever your email password is when you signed up, that's what you're going to use to log into Canvas. Anyway, I'm going to log in, and it asks me for a passcode, so I got that. And then it's going to bring me to the Canvas dashboard, and in the Canvas dashboard, it will show all the courses or different folders that I have. And here's our course right here, Business 10 43630. You just need to select that folder, and that'll bring you to our home page in Canvas, and that's what you're looking at now. I created kind of like a navigation page so you can get to wherever you need to go. There is a number of items to the left menu here that you can access. You won't be able to see a lot of these. They're blocked out for you, but I can see them. But you'll have textbook, announcements, modules, grades, course evaluation, and a few other things. Um, but the main thing is just utilizing this homepage I created. So each one of the four blue circles is the four modules. Our class is broken into four modules. Each module is between 3 and 4 weeks long. Since this is a 14-week class, a couple of them are only 3 weeks long. And basically, whatever module we happen to be working on based on the dates, that's kind of what you should be working in. So we'll select that at the end here and go over what assignments you should be working on. There's also a syllabus right here. So if you click that, it'll open the syllabus. You can also download it, and it's the same syllabus that I emailed you. It'll also be the most recent and current. So if I make any changes, it'll always be updated there. Right next to that is the textbook. So if you select that, it will bring you to the textbook so you can actually read it. So here we are in chapter 1, table of contents, understanding economic systems. So that'll bring you right to the textbook, and then you can navigate to whichever chapter you're supposed to be reading. There's a help button that has the phone number for the help desk as well as Canvas. It also has my contact information, which is my cell number, and you can text me on my cell. It also has my email address, so if you want to email me there, you can, and I get my emails directly to my phone as well. And then there is a office hours. Now, I don't have any office hours with Chafee, so I just have my email address and phone number again. But if we do set up an office hour, you can use this Zoom link right here to meet with me, and I'll just tell you to go there and click that link and meet with me at this time, and we'll be able to connect via Zoom. And then again, these are the 4 modules that the class is broken into. As you select each one of these, it'll bring you to the modules page right where that first module starts or right where that second module starts. Again, we'll come back to that because I want to click the Start Here button. So this is the first thing you should do when you come into the class is click the Start Here button. There's a little bit of information about the class and myself. I have a little bio here that kind of tells you my background and where I've come from if you want to read that. This is an online class, which means it's all done online. There is no meeting times. I don't have any required meeting times. There's the textbook, which is free. So if you click this link to the textbook, it'll actually bring you to their webpage, and it'll allow you to either view the book online, you can read it online, and you can also download a PDF right here. So if you want to be able to read it on your phone or tablet, you can just download it, and then you'll have access to that. Then here's how you navigate the class if you're on a phone or a tablet. It's a little different. You don't see that left menu on the home screen, but you have to select the little arrow that points down next to the sunglasses, and that'll pop up that same menu if you need to get back to the home screen for any reason. As far as getting started, the first thing you want to do is read the syllabus. If you've not read it already, I did email it to you earlier in the week, but you want to make sure that you reviewed all of that. Make sure you know what's required of the class. You're watching the welcome video now, but here's the welcome video if you want to watch it again. You also have a mandatory check-in assignment that you need to do right away. Actually, I have this as Thursday. I'm going to actually make this by Tuesday. So you need to do this right away in order to not be dropped because we have a lot of robo signups that aren't true students. And so the only way we can assure that you're a true student is that you check in. So I'll be changing that to Tuesday. I'll give you till Tuesday to get that done, which would be 8/12 to get that done. And then after you've done those 3 things, then you can get started on your coursework by going to module number 1. You can select that here, or you can go to modules here. You can go back to the home page. Just so you know, there is a schedule here of everything that needs to be done, and it's all listed right here for the entire 14 weeks, so you can kind of look ahead. It's also what's on the last pages of the syllabus. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the home screen just so that we can utilize the modules on the home screen. So let's just say you've done all the things I've just showed you. You read the syllabus, you did the check-in assignment, you've watched the welcome video, you're ready to get started on your coursework. Go ahead and select module number 1, and that'll bring you to the modules page to module number 1. Now, you might want to scroll up just a little bit because there is some other, things that could be helpful to you, like being successful in the course, a little more information about the textbook, getting started with Canvas in case you're not sure how to utilize Canvas, some quick links, some tech services. Just might want to review those folders. And then here's where you get into your first week's worth of work. So the first thing you're going to want to do is read the textbook. So you want to read chapter 17 and chapter 1. That's the first week. You're going to be reading 2 chapters. 17 is really brief and short, and it's just talking about your basically your career in business and what you might want to do with a business degree, which could be very helpful. And then you start getting into chapter 1, which deals with economics, and it deals with supply and demand and just the whole environment for business. And then it's broken into 2 parts. Every module is the same. You have a read section, and then you have a coursework section. So here's what you need to complete week one. You have a SLO pretest that just lets me know what you already know. So just take it. The best doesn't matter how you do, you automatically get 10 points for doing it. Same thing with the mandatory check-in assignment that needs to be done by Tuesday. The date is wrong here. It should be August 12th. But you're going to be doing that check-in assignment right away. And that's worth also 10 extra credit points. So right away, you're plus 20 points out of zero, which means that you're going to be over 100%. Then you have your first homework assignment, which I wouldn't do this until after you've read the chapter, but it is a homework assignment on supply and demand. It's kind of like a quiz set up to where you can start the quiz. That's actually showing me as a preview because I'm not a student. So let me see if I can view it as a student, and I'll show you what it looks like. It lets me do that. So there's some videos that you can watch, and then there's like a quiz, but it's not really a quiz. You have to fill it in. So you have to go down here and it asks you, what do you do in these scenarios? And then you answer, either it increases or decreases or stays the same. And you go all the way through each one of these questions that way. And that is your homework for chapter one. And then you're going to have a quiz, as I mentioned here. I'm going to go back to modules. You're going to have a quiz for chapters 1 and 17. Now, I haven't merged them yet. I will have that done by the time you're watching this video on Monday. So these will both be merged into one quiz, 10 questions, 5 from each chapter, probably 4 from chapter 17 and 6 from chapter 1. But you can take the quiz up to 3 times. They're meant to be not assessment tools, but learning tools. So take advantage of that. If you make a mistake or get a really poor score, just take it again and maybe do a little review of your book. But that's pretty much it for week number one. As we move into week number two, you're going to be doing one chapter, chapter two. And once again, everything is the same. You have a check-in assignment each week, which are questions from the chapter, usually 3 or 4. You have a quiz every week, which is again a right out of the chapter, and then you have a homework assignment each week. And then the one thing I don't have shown here that I will need to show you is the discussion post. So every module, which in this case, module number 1 is 3 weeks, you will also have a discussion post. And this is where you get to interact with other students. So in this case, you're going to watch a TED Talk by Dame Vivian, and you're going to answer some questions about that TED Talk, and then you're going to respond to what other students write as they make their posts. And the idea here is that you're commenting back and forth. You need to have at least 2 comments on other students' posts as well as your initial posts to potentially get the full 50 points. But this is a high point assignment, and you have 3 weeks to do this first one. The second one you'll be doing will give you 4 weeks to do it. So you don't need to do it right away, but ideally you would do right away your first post, and then you would make your comments over the next couple of weeks. So that's pretty much it. In every module, again, you'll have a discussion post. In every module, which is anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks, you'll have an exam. Every week, you'll have a check-in assignment, a quiz, and a homework assignment. And that's pretty much how this class is laid out. The homework assignments are pretty interesting, so I think you'll find them to be quite entertaining and fun and very insightful to you in teaching you about yourself and things that you need to know or not know. So anyway, all right, well, that's it for our video. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I have my cell number and my email under the help button. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Looking forward to a great semester with you all, and I'll be sending out videos periodically just to check in and see how you're doing. So have a great semester, everybody, and we will see you soon.